Alright, Dave, or David, I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume you like being called Dave, but anyway, David, here's your 24 scale Chicago PD Chevy Tahoe. Again, as we discussed, this, or as you wanted, this is built on the 2015 Tahoe model. I think it's a Norscot model, I forget actually who makes it. Yep, Norscot. So that's who makes the model. And it's pretty detailed, a pretty nice model, a lot better than the Welly. I think I like the Jada better, but Jada only makes it in the 2010, or I think it's like an 07 to 010 model. And like I said, this is the newer one. Again, pretty nice model still. Decals and everything are on. You ask about running board strobes, and then about grill strobes as well. So got all that put in for you. I was able to do those. I'll go ahead and open the hood and the two doors. If I can get my fingernail under the hood. There we go. So the hood does open, the door opens. Obviously the lift gate opens as well, which is where the battery's at. It tucks in there pretty tight, so fits in there pretty nice. So no taking the body or anything off to replace the battery. It sits right inside. We'll shut everything down here. One switch on the bottom, right in where the spare tire's at, right on the bottom. Right here, I need to do some painting underneath. You see some wiring under there. I need to finish that up underneath. I just realized that. Maybe we'll go ahead and turn the switch on and run over the details. And when I get the video finished, I'll go finish that bottom up. It needs to be cleaned up too. Again, you asked for grill strobes. So I got the grill strobes mounted. Like I told you, I hadn't built one of these yet, so didn't know if the grill strobes would be possible. I assume they probably would be, and as you can see, they are. Grill strobes. Also lower air dam strobes. Those have a pattern to them. They are in on the same board as the rear strobes on the lift gate. We'll go over that in a second. And you also want the flashing headlights. Got the flashing headlights, of course, a blue rooftop strobe light bar. And for the interior, I went ahead and did my little tricks to the laptop. Also added a screen on the dash. Make it a little bit more realistic inside, and then also added a light to the laptop. You can see that in there, a little bit easier to see it in person. Now comes the cool part. These come with blacked out windows, so to put LEDs there, they just weren't going to show through. So did a little deal on the back. That's how the Tahoes normally have the lights on the rear on the real police units. Forgot to cover them. There's your blue strobes on the running boards tucked away. Let me turn this off so you can see up close. You can barely see them back under the door. I was telling you I didn't know if they could be mounted into there without being, I don't know how to say it, just kind of ugly and look like they're out of place. But as you can see, if you can see them, I've got them tucked away in there pretty nicely. Like I said, you can't hardly even see them. They're actually flush with the rear of the back side of the running board. So they sit in there really nice. Not very visible. You can see on this side as well. They're tucked back in there. If the light hits just right, you might be able to see the light color to them. But anyway, I did get them added. Let's turn this back on. Of course, there's the running boards, lights on the strobes on this side, blue strobes. And there's the interior from this side as well while we're back here. Alright, you asked for flashing taillights. So flashing headlights, flashing taillights, and then of course your strobes. Now the rear deck strobes, what I ended up doing with this camera makes these look weird, but on the rear deck strobes, I had to actually cut away some of the window in the rear, and cut away some of the metal, and I have these tucked away. Let's turn this off again. Maybe see this a little bit better. You can see them sticking out just a little bit. The Tahoes I've seen on the street have little pods that those lights set in. So what I did is made some little pods for you, and I have those attached under the rear spoiler. So if you look straight down, they're flush. They don't stick out real far. Didn't want them being, look obtrusive, kind of out of the way a little bit. So didn't want them to look silly. So I trimmed them back and rounded them off so they're have the same curvature as the top of the truck. So obviously they're visible from the rear, but as you can see, they're trimmed back pretty close. So they look really nice. Turn this back on again. If I can turn the switch on. So as you can see, these have patterns to them as well. I've got them sitting here. kind of a back and forth wig-wag pattern. And then you've also got simultaneous flash, and then, like I said, like a double flash wig-wag. My camera doesn't pick them up very well. And it looks like these are glowing. I don't know what it looks like. I guess it's just the reflection of the LED head in there where you can see it. So anyway, I got it finished up and just wanted to throw the video up here for you. Like I said, again, this is my first one. I don't like building them, to be honest with you. Maybe because it's just my first one. I like the Chevy Tahoe much better, but then again, I've built quite a few of those. So neat thing about these, the wheels it's not steerable. The steering wheel doesn't actually turn them, but the wheels are posable. As you can see, so you can kind of have it, you can turn the wheels, front wheels a little bit. It seemed like there was something else I was going to point out that the Jada doesn't have. Well, I don't know. Don't know what it would have been. Anyway, these mirrors are on a little bit better. The Jadas are just plastic and kind of melted into place. They pop off and on real easy, but these here are kind of molded in with the door, so a lot sturdier mirror on these than the Jada has. Overall, it's a pretty decent model. Again, I don't like messing with it. Like I said, maybe just because it's my first one, but we'll see how it goes. I've got 2 more of these to build, so we'll see. Maybe I'll like them better after the 3rd or 4th one. So anyway, I appreciate the order, David. Again, like I tell all my customers, sorry it took so long. It's just one of those things. Like I said, I stay very busy with these, and like I said, my work schedule has kind of gotten crazy with some FDA issues that we have there, so I've been trying to clean that up as well. So just involving a lot of time at work and at home with these models. So anyway, I think it turned out great. I think you're going to like it. It looks a lot better in person than it does on camera. Most all my customers say that once they receive their models. So there you have it. Once again, I appreciate the build, and like I said, look forward to maybe doing the next one for you, man. Have a good one.